Hey there, Capricorn. Come on in. Let's do your energy forecast for the week ahead, shall we? Hi there. My name is Intuitive Lee, and I'm working on the week of October the 1st through to the 6th, currently working on the sign of Capricorn. But before I get started today, I would like to note that I am recording this week's energy forecasts on September the 30th, which here in Canada is the National Day of Truth and Reconciliation. That's what this orange t-shirt is all about. It is a Every Child Matters t-shirt. I would strongly encourage if you don't know what I'm talking about, and I truly hope you do, if you'd like to know more information, have a deeper understanding and awareness of what this day is all about, I strongly encourage you to head on over to the Center of Truth and Reconciliation website. Read all about it. You can read about the report that was done on it. This is a multi-year report. It came out with 94 recommendations that have, in fact, largely been ignored. And I want you to read about the lived experiences of the Indigenous peoples of Canada and try to walk away unchanged, untouched by those stories. I would suggest to you it's nigh on impossible, right? If you're truly opening up your heart and allowing yourself to read the truth of these peoples, you can't help but be affected. And for me personally, it has a place in my life because of the fact that my oldest boys, their birth mother is Indigenous, and my oldest boy identifies as Cree. My middle boy identifies as Métis. And so, of course, I'm going to add my voice as an ally to the Indigenous peoples. And I hope you do the same, right? It is time that we make a shift in this country, and not just in this country, in the world. As a psychic and a medium working with energy all the time, it is actually my belief system that if we live more in harmony in the world around us, much like the Indigenous people lived long before colonization, that the world would be better off. So again, I strongly encourage you to head on over to the Center of Truth and Reconciliation website. And further to that, I'm wearing these earrings that are beautifully made by a local Coetson First Nations woman. And it is the red dress, which is symbolic, I can hardly say that word, it is symbolic of the story of the murdered and missing Indigenous women and girls here in this country. So familiarize yourself with that story as well. All right. Thank you so much for bearing with me. Please share your thoughts and considerations and your perspectives in the chat below. I do encourage that. Whether you agree with me or not is not really the point. And I'm not just talking about today being the National Day of Truth and Reconciliation. I'm talking about truth and reconciliation becoming part of our everyday life here, not just in Canada, around the world, and how we can move forward together. And if you differ from that, or my perspective on the universe, or how it works, or psychic abilities or mediumship, I love to hear that, because I want to know how I can help you make a shift in your life toward positive change. All right, so let's get into discourse. Let's have a discussion, shall we? Open yourself up to change is what I asked. But let's see what the cards have to say for you. All right, Capricorn. Woo! I love this because your fearless freedom lights up the world. Boy, does it ever, right? When you live not fearlessly, but we're talking about fearless freedom, which means that you understand that certain things about you invoke fear, but you live in spite of it, that you carry on and step over that fear and just keep moving forward with your life in the way that is you owning your truth. I love this. It's very inspiring, and you can't help but light up the world around you. Okay, Capricorn? So keep it up. Now, let's take these other cards, which is the Sacred Traveler Oracle deck. And we're going to pull 3 cards and break your week down just a little bit further. Understanding that your fearless freedom lighting up the world is your thread of energy running through the week ahead. All right? And yeah, look at this. And they're doubling down with valiant courage here, right? It says, take action with passion. That's you living fearlessly, right? Correction. Fearlessly stepping over your fear. Does that make sense? Because we all have fears, but we shouldn't let those fears limit us or how we live, right? Or stop us from doing the things that we truly want to do. I strongly encourage you to look at your life through the lens of, if nothing held me back, not fear, not finances, not nothing, but particularly fear. If fear didn't hold me back, what would my life look like? And then I want you to start living that life, right? Make a choice to step fearlessly over your fear and into living your truth. All right? Go let your light shine brightly and take action with passion. All right? Love this for you. strong, courageous Capricorn. Yeah, you can be old souls anyways, but you can be old souls and living passionately. Absolutely you can, right? And when do you start that? Let's start that right now, right? It says begin now. Start from where you are. You don't have to be, so far down your healing journey that, everything in your life is going swimmingly before you start sharing your story. You can start with where you're at right now. If you're struggling, if you're challenged, you're feeling resistance, share where you are, right? Share every step of your journey. Begin now. You are still the wise leader, as has been mentioned in previous readings, when you're sharing your story of how you overcame challenges or what you're currently working through, right? You can be inspiring to others. So open up and share your truth. All right, Capricorn? Take that first step beginning now. And then you just get into the flow of things. Now, if you are doing the watching of your sun, moon, and rising, you will see some of these cards get repeated. That's merely the universe trying to draw your attention to that, right? So they're trying to highlight it, underline it, put it up on a billboard, if you will, and really making you pay attention. So really you're talking about you're facing your life with valiant courage. You're fearlessly stepping over your fear and stepping into your truth. And you're going to start that action now. You're not going to wait. You're not going to make excuses. You're not going to, sort of hold things off. Procrastinate is actually a coping strategy. Okay, so all you ever hurt is yourself through procrastination, right? It's self-sabotage is what it is. And then through all of that, you're getting in the flow. All right, love this for you, Capricorn. Please again do share your comments in the chat below. Hit your like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to know more about me or book your own reading, or if you want to take classes on reading energy and being psychic and mediumistic and all those other wonderful things, look up my website information at intuitivelyspiritualmedium.com. Hit your notification button here on YouTube, and I'll be back. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much. I'll see you back here next week.